for we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tokwe and this is Top Notes by Tokwe. So if you love fragrance related content, this is where to be. So why don't you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. Also, whilst you're at it, like this video, share with your friends and family so that they would have the latest information, reviews and unboxing information, first impressions on Middle Eastern fragrances mostly and other fragrances. So if you want to know my thoughts and my opinion about the viral popular Middle Eastern fragrance by Paris Corner Mango Punch, without much ado, let's get into the video. Welcome back. So like I said, I want to share with you Mango Punch, and if you watched my video earlier on, I had like this decant. You can see that there's a bit of a dent because I have worn it. I had a whole day's wear of it, and I also had like a half day's wear of it. So I have actually worn this fragrance. Okay, so I have my tester strips here, and I would spritz on there for you, and then I'll tell you. I have to say that I really enjoyed this fragrance. It did actually remind me of mango skin, and so yeah. So for notes, at the top it has mango, pineapple, blueberries and citrus accord. At the middle it has sambac jasmine, lotus fruit, gardenia iris. At the bottom it has vanilla, cedarwood, it has patchouli and musk. Okay, so this scent is a very beautiful scent, like I said, and I was right. If you watch my first impression video, I mentioned as soon as I sprayed, I said yes, I did smell mango, but it wasn't just mango, it had that tropical fruit to it, and I was actually right because there's pineapple in it and there's citrus accord. It gave that tropical punch feel of it, like if you've had a tropical punch. And you know, it was really nice. The thing about it is that it's a very realistic mango. As soon as I sprayed it, what it reminded me of was like juicy ripe mangoes. Okay, and it was specifically, so in Nigeria there are two types of mango. There's the cherry mango that's green but it's usually juicy, and there's the, I don't know what they call it, but there's also, I'm going to put pictures of them. It reminded me more of the yellow mango, not the cherry mango, sweet but also juicy. And on my skin, I didn't pull any of the florals at all. If I pulled anything, maybe it would have been a slight ozonic iris that my skin pulled, but it didn't pull a lot of it. And then it pulled a powderiness from the musk. So there was this powderiness from the musk that my skin pulled. You know, that one, I really got that. And then I found that so for me, it dried down to, and then there was this earthiness that I was getting. It was almost like a dusty earthiness, grassiness that I was getting, and now I'm realizing that it is the patchouli. So on my skin, it was a beautiful tropical punch feel, but with a very high realistic mango tone to it. It had a really high realistic mango tone to it, which was really, really good. Also, additionally, during the beginning, the mango was fresh. It tasted like fresh, ripe mangoes. But in the 45 to about the 50 minutes to an hour, where the projection had gone down, so it was projecting for 2 hours, but by the 45 minutes to the last 2 hours of it, it was projecting a bit lower. Yep, I've gotten it now, where it began to smell like dried mango. You know, when you've had those dried mango snacks, there's this dusty and earthiness that it has. It's mango, but there's this dryness and earthiness, dustiness that it has. So that's what I pull off. So that earthiness of the patchouli begins to come in, and so I'm pulling that, and I'm pulling a powder. So it's almost like an earthy and a dustiness to it. It's linear. It doesn't really change a lot. It's almost like a straightforward scent. If you're looking for, and it reminded, the second part of it is where it reminds me of mango skin, because mango skin came off for me as that dried mango feel, and you know, reminiscent of when you eat mango. If you've ever eaten a whole mango and had to eat it with a skin before, that there's this earthiness and almost greenness that comes from that. That's what I get at the end of it, and just some very little, extremely little vanilla to add like an added creaminess to give it like an earthy. So when you probably do a smoothie, but this smoothie at the end, you're doing it with a dried mango bits instead of like juicy mango bits. So that's how you think of it. So to my nose, it started off, it had two phases. The first phase was where was the blast of fresh juicy mangoes, which was accented with them. So think of like a big bowl of fruit salad with mangoes, pineapples and oranges, some grapefruit, that kind of thing there. And then there was a slight, almost ozonic nature of an iris coming to it, but my skin didn't pull it. It wasn't there for too long. It was just within the 2-hour mark. And then it went straight into the patchouli, dusty patchouli coming into the mango to give it that dried mango feel. And then, the musk coming in to add an added powderiness to it, and then just a dash of cream of the vanilla into it. And that's how it smelled. It had that two journeys for me. I would say that this scent, it projects well. It projected for the first 2 hours, but the first 1 hour's projection was much stronger than the second hour's projection. It stayed fairly, close, but not too close. If you were around like an arm's length around me, you definitely were going to smell that I had this fragrance on. I didn't get any compliments on this fragrance, but I enjoyed it. I didn't get any compliments at all, but I enjoyed it. Also, I found that this fragrance it's very, I would say that it's unisex, in the sense that the second half of it, because of the dustiness of the mango and the dried mango feel, a guy can pull it off easily. And because it doesn't have too much sweetness, even at the top where it's juicy, it's not sweet. It's just sweetened, but it's not sugar sweet. So there's that sweetness. So it's a very balanced scent that can serve with the male audience and the female audience. Additionally, I find that this scent, I didn't think it had a huge sillage. So I'll say maybe 3/4 of an arm's length. And for longevity, the first day I put it on at 9, and I was smelling it really well and actively, even all the way till about let's say about 5-ish. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was a good 7 to 8 hours, which I think is fair. Just that around the 4th hour point, it was much closer to me, almost a skin scent. I don't think it stayed any longer on clothes. I would say that it did much better on my skin, because I couldn't really smell it on my clothes as much as I could smell it on my skin. So I found that for me, this performed better on my skin than it did on my clothes. So basically, that's what I would say. I would say that for when you should wear it, this is going to be really, let's say, late spring into summer, high heat summer thereabout, because I find that it has that summer feel to it. And it might also translate, because of how it dries down in the end, it might translate equally to an all year round scent of you. But somehow we have gotten into the rabbit hole of associating mangoes and tropicals to summer and spring. So yeah, that's why I would say that it's for that. But I think generally that's my take on it. So if you have had experience with this fragrance, I love it. I have a full bottle coming. I love this fragrance. I didn't enjoy mango skin. I was given a decant of it. I didn't really enjoy it. I think at that point I wasn't in my mango and tropical fruit era, but now I'm in my pineapple tropical fruit era. So I think that is also helping with how I think about this scent. So yeah, so let me know, and also let me know what your scent of the day is. And if you're watching and you've gotten to this point and you have not liked this video or you haven't subscribed, please consider clicking the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Again, stay safe and stay scented. Bye bye.